Hey teachers, hey, welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome to another Teach Live. If you are here, and if you are new here, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's nice to meet you. And if you have been here before, welcome back. It's really, really good to see you again. So welcome to another Teachy Live. Welcome and welcome everyone. I see that we already have some people here. Amazing. Welcome, everyone. As you know, Teach Live is our free weekly live class. So every week, right here on Teach's YouTube channel, we have this free training, mentorship, and studying session on the YouTube channel of Teachy. So this is a space where we learn together, we test ideas together, and honestly, we make teaching a little lighter, more easier, and we save hours of our weekends learning how to use this teaching for saving hours in our routine. So welcome everyone. Welcome. Please use the comment section right here on YouTube to ask anything. I will be right here watching your comments. So classes are back, right? And school is back. Our routines are back. And your students probably came from a vacation full of energy, excited, distracted, even talking a lot. And you probably thinking, okay, how do I engage them now? How we can come back to the school with the assessments, with the tasks, with the exams that we have to do in this part of the year? How can I make it engaging? How can I create assessments that make sense for the time period that we are right now? You may be asking, how do I access learning without spending my entire weekend correcting texts? Right? So how can I create those assessments that are engaging, that are totally personalized, and how do I create them fast and grade them fast too? So creating and grading them fast so I can focus my weekends on resting, on creating new activities, but not on assessments that takes a lot of time of us, because if you have a class of 20 students, it's 20 assessments that you have to create. Most of the times they have to be personalized, and it's 20 assessments that you have to grade. So that's exactly why today I'm here. That's exactly what I'm going to show you. How to create and grade tasks using AI. And today we will focus on how to create those tasks using AI. So, in today's live session, we are going to look at different ways to create assessments with AI. We will also explore tools that help with grading. We will also test everything step by step in a very practical way. So stay with me until the end of this live. Use the comment section, follow us on your channel. We will do this together, okay? So, quick reminders before we start. First, send your questions in the chat. Okay, so I will be keeping an eye on the chat, and at the end, we will answer your questions. And second, there is a certificate form in the pinned comment, so you have to fill it until the end of the live, okay? So if you fill out the certificate form, you will receive your certification proving that you participate in this live and that you learned how to use assessments with AI, and you can use it to share on your social media. You can use the certificate to post on your LinkedIn, to update your CV, to show to your colleagues. And I have one more question for you. That is, what topic you'd like to see in the next weeks? So leave in the comment section what topic you would like to see in the next weeks. Today we were talking about assessments. Last week we talked about engaging activities. and we would like to know what else you want to learn. So use this comment section to answer. What topic would you like to see in the next weeks? Okay? As you know, we will have a live session every week, especially now at the beginning of the classes, always focused on practical support for teachers. So, as you know, everything I'm showing today happens inside of Teachy. Teachy is this amazing workplace created for teachers, by teachers. And if you don't have an account yet, don't worry. There's a link right here where you can create your free account. So all you have to do is to Google it or just use your search bar to write down Teachy and create your free account. And yes, you can use it for free. You can use Teachy for free. You can explore the tools, you can test them and see how they fit in your classroom reality. But these workspace are created for teachers. It's especially incredible because it follows our curriculum, it follows the national curriculum. At the same time, you can find tools that can support not only on assessments that we are going to see today, but also on evaluation, creating reports, creating activities, projects for your students, and several other tools for anything that you can imagine. Even tools specific for teachers on chemistry, teachers on history, teachers that teaches about financial education, but also general tools, for example, slide presentation creation. So feel free to use it and let me know if you have any question. And if there is like specific tool that you want to see live session only about it in the future, I will be happy to support you. So, all right, let's jump into practicing. So right now, let's open our Teachy. You can join me. You can open your Teachy using the link teachy.ai. Let's jump into really working on it. All right, so this is the first thing that you will see when you open your Teachy. As you can see, we have already several AI tools right here ready to use. And right now, we will work on specifically on AI tools that are related to assessments. So clicking on this button where we can see all the plus 60 tools, you can see that there are some bars on the left side where you can see tools that are for planning, tools that are for lesson preparation, student engagement, and assessment. Today, we will focus on those tools, okay? So there is a quiz, exam, essays, projects, questions about a text, mock exam, questions about a YouTube video. All those tools can be used as assessments. And to start, let's click on creating an exam for evaluation. This tool is the most basic tool for an assessment. It's the kind of assessment that we are using to see it. And we will choose a subject and a grade and a topic. After choosing it, you can choose the number of the questions and the difficulty level of those questions. Easy, medium, hard, you can choose it. And even the question type. If it's open-ended, so your students must write the question, the answer down, or if it's multiple choice where there is A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4 options. And also we have this option that is national exams style questions. So what happens is that you can see different options for creating this assessment. And one really powerful thing that we have here at Teachy is the Teachy's question bank. So this question bank includes So this question bank includes original questions created by Teachy. It includes questions shared by other teachers and also ready-to-use questions. So you don't have to start exam and assessment from zero. And and clicking on the yellow button, your assessment will be created in some seconds. So if you have any question, you can use the comment section and I will be answering you. And in only a few seconds, your assessment will be ready the way that you are planning to. So here we are. We have our final result by now. And as you can see, I choose different levels of questions, 20 questions with 1 point with each question. And here we have all the questions. Well, what I'm going to do now is to show you that creating an assessment Teachy, it's easy, it's fast, but at the same time is personalizable. You can customize it the way that you want. So once the question is created, you are still fully in control, okay? You, as a teacher, you have the full control and this option to check every question, to change it, to make it better, to change the points, to make it harder, to delete a question. So you are the leader here. The AI is supporting you, it's making the path more fast, but at the same time, the AI needs you to check it, to verify, to personalize it, and to make it fully customizable for your students, okay? So as I said, you can edit the question, you can change the wording, you can add images, you can add questions, you can delete it, you can replace the question. So you can totally customize it the way that you want to. You can change the points of each question and it will automatically update your assessment. You can see the detailed rubric of each question. You can add skills for each question. It's fully personalizable for you. So for this example, I use it only questions of not open-ended, but yeah, question that where the students can choose, but you can fully edit. So for example, you can see here that I can make it harder. I cannot make it easier because this question is already easy. I can switch to open-ended if I want to. And at the same time, you can see the rubric. You can replace the question. You can do anything that you want to make it more personalizable for your students and for your class level. Since we are done with that, you can download the assessment and print it to give to your students and then come back and grade it with Teachy. You can share with your colleagues, with your coordinations, so they can check if the assessment is acceptable. You can assign for your students. So if you have students at Teachy, you can also assign it online, or at the same time, you can assign it on paper, where you can grade it automatically in Teachy. And you can even use the yellow button to save it in your Teachy files. And this is the most famous and the most normal way to do an assessment. And as you can see, it's really easy to do it with Teachy. You can use the subject that you want to. You can personalize it the way that you want to. But there are also different forms of creating assignments. So when we come back to homepage, when we come back to all tools, you can see that at Teachy, there are more than 60 different tools. And those 60 different tools can be used the way that you want. You can use your creativity to use flashcards and turn into games, into in-person games, not only online. You can use crossword to evaluate them, to use it as an assessment. You can use mind maps to help the students to support their learning knowledge during an assessment, so they can have like this support material during the assessment. But at the same time, you can generate questions about a YouTube video and make it an assessment. So for example, if I want to create an assessment about a YouTube video that talks about my country's history, I can put the link right here and I can generate questions about this video. And it is an assignment because the student will have to watch the video to pay attention on it and then come back and answer the questions. So it's another great idea of how to use assessments in an engaging way. Another way to do an assessment is using fill-in-the-blank worksheets. So those fill-in-the-blank worksheets can be used so students can fill in words that they are learning during the semester or that they are struggling to learn. So for example, let's use one example of fill in the blank worksheet, and I will generate it with Teachy, and in some seconds it will be ready. As you can see here, it's an assessment. It can be easily an assessment or even a part of an assessment, something that make the assessment even more engaging. So for example, as you can see here, there is fill in the blanks and there is like 10 phrases where they have to fill it and they have the words, the word bank here. So if you have like a class of students that are dealing to learn, to memorize, and to fully understand specific words, specific subjects, you can use this activity as an assessment too, or something that can complement your assessment. At the same time, there are other ways to do your assessment even more engaging. So for example, questions about a text follows the same idea of questions about a YouTube video. You choose the grade, you choose the text, you can put a text here, and the competences and even the learning outcomes. So for example, I choose a grade, I can put my text here, the text that I want them to read and fully understand it. I can even type a competence that I wanted. In the number of the questions, if they're open-ended or multiple choice, and at the same time, there is this space where I can put the focus of the question. So if they will be questions about the main theme, about the text, about the comprehension, if they are grammatical questions. So clicking on the yellow button, I can generate those questions from text. And that's another way to make your assessment even more fun, even more engaging. So your students will have to read this text, fully understand it, and then answer the questions. So right here we have it. As you can see, there are 5 different questions: easy, medium, and I can replace the question, I can delete, I can edit, I can make it easier, make it harder, I can make it even accessible. So as you can see, that's another way to create an engaging assessment. Because assessments, they don't have to be boring, they don't have to make your students feel uncomfortable or even anxious. They can be engaging, and they can at the same time be easy for you, for teachers to make it, to create it. And when we talk about using crosswords, filling the blank activities, we think at the same time about accessibility. Because sometimes instead of asking students to create an answer from scratch, it's more effective to focus on the recognition of each student. So that's why Teachy offers formats like crossword puzzles, fill in the blank activities, even flashcard activities. Those formats help students to focus on key concepts, vocabulary, and patterns, and they are especially helpful for inclusion inside the classroom. So yeah, assessments can be fun, can be engaging, but at the same time, they can be easy to make. They can be something that you can make it using Teachy, but at the same time, putting your little spark on it, using your own ideas and personalization on it. As you saw it, it's really easy to make assessments using Teachy, and there are plenty different ways to make assessments. We can make assessments with crosswords. We can make assessments from questions from text, questions from a YouTube video. We can make quizzes. We can make mock exams. And it's really important to have this in mind, because sometimes we think that AI in the future will be able to be in the place of a teacher, but that's impossible, because the AI helps us creating and generating it faster, but the AI don't have our magical spark, our ideas, and our personalization. So if you create your assessment in 2 minutes, just like we did it now, that it was super fast, you still have to personalize it. You still have to check it. You still can and should put your own personalization on it. It's really important because only you know your students, how do they answer for different kinds of assessments, how to make the journey, the learning journey, and the assessment journey even more engaging, connecting with their own reality. So I encourage you to, during your next assessment period, that I know it's coming, that it's really common. Some of you must be already using your assessments, your exams, creating texts, and creating activities. So I invite you to the next time you have to create an assessment to use Teachy and to put your ideas on the personalization, but at the same time use it, see it, how it's fast, and not only to make it, but also to grade it. So if you want to know how to grade those assessments inside Teachy, because today we only created the assessment, but we still have to grade. To create the assessment, we took 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, we created the assessment. But how many time we will need to grade the assessment inside Teachy? If you're curious about that, put here in the comment section if you want to know how to grade, and I can support you. And before we finish, let's talk about the certification. So to receive your certificate from today's live session, You have to click on the certificate form that is in the comments. You have to fill out after the live ends or even right now. Then you have to access Teachy to get your certificate directly from the platform, okay? So if you have been participating in any live session and you may be wondering, where is my certificate? It's inside Teachy. It stays inside Teachy, okay? And now I want to hear about you. I want to know, like, what was your favorite insight from today's class? Was it the way that assessments can be created faster? Was it the flexibility of formats? Was it the accessibility that different formats can bring us? So share in the chat. I would love to read your thoughts about today's live session. Yes, amazing. Yes, I know that a lot of you already use crosswords and even filling the blanks to create assessment for your kids. But can you imagine to create an exam and then fill in the blanks activity, putting together? You can use not only crosswords, but also word search during assessment to make it even more engaging. And you can do all of that with Teachy in seconds. And that's really, really, really important nowadays. So I have a small reminder for you. The certificate form is in the comment section. So thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for your time and for the work you do as teachers every single day. Have a great rest of your day. And I see you in the next Teach Live that will happen next week. And if you want to learn how to grade your assessments, because today we only created assessments and it took 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, we create a whole assessment. If you want to know how to grade an assessment using Teachy, put in the comment section that I will be loving to hear you and to check your emotion to the next live session, because the next live session that will happen in 1 week from now, we will have a special live session on grading assessments. So how to grade assessments with AI. Today we created the assessment, easy, busy, fast, and very fun. And next week, we will learn how to grade an assessment and how to grade an assessment that was done online, like digitally, and two, how to grade an assessment that was by paper, that your students wrote down by paper. So I see you next week. I hope you are as excited as me to this live session, and have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your new knowledge with Teachy. And if you have any questions, additional questions, put in the comment section that we will be answering you after the live finishes. Don't forget to follow us here on YouTube channel so you don't lose any other live session. And have a great rest of your day. See you next week. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.